La famille le S. Bitch, I like this. Smoke cannabis. Benz on mode S. More love her. TTO bang.
Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Alfie. Today, we're going to be diving into a story that's been making waves across the globe. It's a tale of glamour, fame, and the pressures of social media. It's about a woman who has been in the spotlight for better or worse. Her name is Hajia for real. But before we delve into her story, let's take a moment to understand the world she's part of. The world of social media influencers. These platforms, while offering opportunities for connection and creativity, can also create unrealistic expectations and immense pressure to maintain a certain image. And sometimes, the pressure can lead people down paths they never intended to tread. Is Hajia for real guilty of the crime she's been accused of? Or is she just another victim of the social media hype? Let's find out. Let's start from the beginning. Who is Hajia for real? The woman behind the Instagram posts and the headlines. Born Mona Faze Montrage in Tamale, Ghana, Hajia for real had a multicultural upbringing with a Lebanese father and a Ghanaian mother. After her early education in Tamale, she moved to Accra for her secondary education at Naboni Senior High School. Later, she moved to the United States to study fashion and design at the Art Institute of New York City. Her love for fashion was evident early on, as she began to gain a following on Instagram for her unique style and glamorous lifestyle. But as her following grew, so did the pressure to maintain the image she had created. And this is where our story truly begins. As Hajia for real's Instagram following grew, so did her influence. She was living a life many could only dream of. Her relationship with Ghanaian businessman Kenpon further catapulted her into the limelight. The media could not get enough of them. She was attending the most exclusive events, rubbing shoulders with the who's of the entertainment world, and her Instagram was a testament to her glamorous lifestyle. But behind the glitz and glamour was a young woman trying to navigate the pressures of social media fame. The pressure to maintain an image, to live up to the expectations of millions, can be overwhelming, and for Hajia, it was no different. As Hajia for real's fame grew, so did the expectations. Every post, every picture, every story was scrutinized by her millions of followers. The comments, the likes, the shares, they all became a measure of her worth, and the pressure to keep up the facade was immense. On her 27th birthday, she received a brand new Range Rover and a house in one of Accra's most affluent neighborhoods. These gifts, while extravagant, only added to the pressure. Behind the scenes, the struggle to maintain this image was taking its toll, but the show had to go on. Because in the world of social media, image is everything. In the midst of the social media frenzy, Hajia for real ventured into the world of business. She launched a women's cosmetics brand, For Real Beauty, and an event planning company based in New York. These ventures were successful and added another layer to her public persona. But one can't help to wonder, were these genuine business interests, or just another way to maintain her image. The line between reality and facade was becoming increasingly blurred. And as the stakes got higher, so did the risks. In 2020, Hajia for Real took another leap. She ventured into the world of music, releasing her first single, Better Than. Her music career took off, with collaborations with famous artists like Shatta Wale and Stonebwoy. She was nominated for awards and her music videos are a hit. But was this a true passion or just another way to stay relevant? In the fast-paced world of social media, staying relevant is key. And for Hajia, music seemed to be the perfect way to do just that. But as we'll see, staying on top isn't always easy. November 2022, the world of social media was rocked by shocking news. Hajia for Real was arrested in the United Kingdom on charges of money laundering. She was accused of being involved in a $2 million romance scam, targeting elderly Americans. The glamorous influencer, businesswoman, and singer was now facing serious criminal charges. She was extradited to the United States in May 2023, and the news sent shockwaves through her fan base and the entire social media community. Was Hajia for Real guilty of these crimes? Or was she a victim of the pressures of social media fame? Was she driven to these actions by the need to maintain her image? The lines between victim and perpetrator, between reality and facade, were becoming increasingly blurred. Hajia for Real's story is not an isolated one. It's a reflection of the immense pressure that social media influencers face every day. The pressure to maintain an image, to live up to the expectations of millions, can lead people down paths they never intended to tread. The unrealistic expectations set by social media can have serious consequences, and for Hajia, they led to a downfall that few could have predicted. But what does this mean for the future of social media influencers? And what lessons can we learn from Hajia for Real's story? As we look to the future, Hajia for Real's story serves as a cautionary tale for the next generation of social media users. The allure of fame, the glamour, the lifestyle, it can be enticing. It is important to remember that what we see on social media is often just a facade. The pressure to maintain an image, to live up to the expectations of others, can be overwhelming, and it can lead to choices that have serious consequences. So as we navigate this digital world, let's strive to be authentic, to be true to ourselves, because in the end, that's what truly matters. As we conclude Hajia for Real's story, it's important to remember that social media is just a tool. It's how we use it that defines our experience. We can choose to break the curse of social media. We can choose to promote authenticity over perfection, real moments over staged ones. And as for Hajia for Real, her story serves as a reminder of the potential pitfalls of social media fame, but it's also a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. Whether she's a victim or a perpetrator, one thing is clear: her story has started a conversation. A conversation about the pressures of social media and the need for authenticity. And that's a conversation worth having. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank you all for being part of this journey. Your support means the world to me. If you found this video insightful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps us reach more people and start more conversations. And And don't forget to share this video with your friends, family, and anyone else who might find it interesting. Let's spread the word and make a difference together.